So what I'm going to show you here is constructing a histogram using Crunchit. What we see here is a data set. The name of the variable here is prescription rate. So what we have is 50 prescription rates. So our sample size is 50. The variable is prescription rate. So remember that these are raw data. Although there's only one thing we can do here, and that is with raw data. So we go to graphics because we want to construct a graph, which is called a histogram. Okay, and we select the prescription rate as the variable that we are graphing. There are many ways in which we can do this problem. There are many ways in which we could set up the parameters for this histogram. We could say the number of bins or the number of bars we want in our histogram, which means the number of class intervals into which we divide the data set. We could specify that. Let's say we specify 5 bins. Let's calculate, and this is what it looks like. So that's a histogram with the data set divided into 5 class intervals. Next, let's do this again. Graphics, histogram. Instead of specifying the number of bins, we could specify the width of the bin, okay, which means if we are dividing this entire data set into class intervals or ranges of values, then we would like each interval to have width of 10. So for example, if the interval starts at 55, then it ends at 55 plus 10, 65. So 55 is called the lower bound and 65 is the upper bound. Now your question number 9 also asks you to specify the starting point of the bin. So the question says that we need to start the numbers at 50. The lowest number that you see is a 52, but we're going to fit it into a bin or a range of values from 50 to 60. Now we hit calculate, and this is what it looks like. So the first bar, the first rectangle or bar, ranges from a starting point or a lower bound of 50 and an upper bound of 60. How do we know it's an upper bound 60? Because we specified the bin width to be 10. So 50 plus 10, 60 is the upper bound. So 1, 2, 3. So this height of the bar is 3, which means that the number of numbers in the range of 50 to 60 is about 3. Now let's look at the second bar. So the second bar has a range of values from 60 to 70. Okay, and what that means is the bin width is 10. So 60 to 70 is the range of values. The height of the bar tells us how many numbers fall within that range. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about 7 numbers, the height is about 7. 7 numbers fall within the range 60 to 70 prescriptions. So that is what the meaning of each bar is. The third bar, let's pick the third bar now. So 50 to 60 is the first, 60 to 70 is the second, 70 to 80 prescriptions is the third bar. The height of the bar tells us how many numbers fall within that range. So it's a count. 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's about 14. So there are 14 numbers within the range of 70 to 80. And this is all you need to know in order to construct a histogram using Crunchit.